ourselves, kind to our mental health, and find some time and space in these tough times. Mindfulness is something that's helped me, and I hope it can help you too. My nonprofit is partnering with Headspace to offer you free content that can ease those feelings of anxiety. It's as easy to do as this. Take a big, deep breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. In and out. Just breathe. In and out. Head to kevinlovefund.org/headspace and be kind to your mind.
Watching the 215. We always appreciate telling your story. So if you know of any artists, musicians, entrepreneurs, or community groups doing cool things, hit me up. Tell me about them. I'll see you on the next 215. And of course, my good day Philadelphia.
Fox Weather Philly, the weather show, streaming live for free.
Here we go. Picture perfect weather conditions all across the Delaware Valley.
Get Fox Local in your TV app. Fox 29 is Fox Local. Anywhere you are, anytime you want.
It was so much. Oh, that one got me.
Let's get right to the accent.
Is it real? Yes, it is. And here we are with you.
Everything. Look out for me. Look out for me. Everything. Look out for me. See, your answer? No, come on.
We are live and local, the only ones here at 4 a.m.
Hey, this is Kevin Love from the Cleveland Cavaliers. At times, life can feel scary, which can leave us hurting and feeling overwhelmed with anxiety. Now, more than ever, we need to be kind to ourselves, kind to our mental health, and find some time and space in these tough times. Mindfulness is something that's helped me, and I hope it can help you too. My nonprofit is partnering with Headspace to offer you free content that can ease those feelings of anxiety. It's as easy to do as this. Take a big, deep breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. In and out. Just breathe. In and out. Head to kevinlovefund.org/headspace and be kind to your mind.
There is nothing spooky about it. Welcome to November. Welcome to week 10 of the college football season. We're in double digits. Those trick-or-treaters still working off that candy sugar fix. We're here with the college football fix for your Saturday morning. Penn State, they look frightening. Ohio State dressed up as a national championship contender. They'll meet today right here on Fox. Good football right here in our backyard. Just look at Temple and Villanova. So welcome to November. There's no disguising it, folks. This is a fancy show open.
This is the Toyota College Kickoff Show, presented by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers.
And with that, we welcome you inside our Toyota College Kickoff Show studios. I'm Tom Schredenshek. Here we are, week 10 of the college football season, starting to get into that national championship playoff portfolio time of the year. A couple of ranked teams dreaming of that postseason on Fox later today. Starting off in Columbus, Ohio, the top-ranked and undefeated Buckeyes of Ohio State. They will host 3-4 Penn State. And the Lions riding that 4-game losing streak. Both of these schools coming into this game off a bye week. 3:30. We're in Manhattan, Kansas for the Wildcats of Kansas State. They play host to the 13th-ranked Red Raiders of Texas Tech. Fox's Big Noon Kickoff will be live from Columbus starting at 10 a.m. Now, Penn State lost their 4th straight game 2 weeks ago. Game 1 for this guy, interim head coach Terry Smith, after James Franklin was fired. Then the Lions came up short once again that night, 25-24 to the Iowa Hawkeyes. Today, they're almost a 3-touchdown underdog to Ohio State.
Obviously, no one's given us a chance. And I'm going to, reemphasize that to our team. I don't think we've ever been 20-point underdogs since I've been here. But it's motivation. You know, no one believes in us, and we're gonna come out and fight like we did at Iowa, but we're gonna fight a little harder.
Terry Smith remains a candidate to be Penn State's next head coach, but what are the boxes the Nittany Lions have to check off with their next coach? Fox's Joel Klatt will be on the call today.
For the next head coach at Penn State, I think there's two boxes that you have to check off. The first one is fit, and we see this around the country. If you don't have the right fit for your head coach at your place, your unique place and program and fan base, then it's not going to work out. We just saw that with LSU and Brian Kelly. So whoever comes in there to Penn State, they need to understand the Penn State culture, the fan base, everything that goes around that program, and really buy into it. The second check box will be with, we see this with Danny Bull at Alabama. We see it with Herb Signetti at Indiana. You've got to hire somebody with a track record of winning at the top end.
Ohio State doesn't have coaching carousel concerns to worry about. They have national championship dreams to worry about, in large part due to head coach Ryan Day and two really good coordinators.
The Broyles Award goes to the top assistant in college football. And right now, my money is on Matt Patricia, the defensive coordinator at Ohio State. He has transformed this defense from a schematic perspective and a performance perspective. They were number one in the country last year, yeah, but they still gave up a lot of points to Oregon and struggled at times in certain games. This defense is not. They've only given up 41 total points through their first 7 games, and a lot of it is because of Matt Patricia.
Thanks to Fox's Joel Klatt. Hey, milestone day for the Temple Owls. They can accomplish something they haven't done in 6 years. Talking Owls after this.
The Toyota College Kickoff Show is presented by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Dear first place, experts agree Toyota value can't be beat. Drivers agree Toyota quality rides long and strong. Add hybrid choices like no other, and you'll win the long game by a country mile. Toyota.
Get great offers on your favorite Toyota hybrids like Camry, RAV4, and Crown. Shop online and visit your nearest Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Toyota. Let's go places.
Iced latte with oat milk. Vanilla or caramel?
Wawa has new ways to create the lattes you love exactly the way you like, starting at just $3.
Ooh, extra espresso.
Every cup is created by you and handcrafted by us.
Last question. If you could pass one piece of legislation, what would it be?
Wow, I would love, that's a really good question because there's so many that are coming to mind right now. But right now, I would love at this point to pass legislation to, just send a.
Mikey Sherrill, more of the same, but worse. Time for a change.
Come and join the club that has rewards for everyone. I'm talking birthday perks, free daily game, and other stuff that's fun.
Designed for people who love thrills like me and her and him, and with the weekly bonus back, our thrills are filled up to the brim. So we're calling on through the air,
Calling all Trillionaires. FanDuel Casino.
Sight and Sound Theaters presents one of the most extraordinary Bible stories as it comes to life on stage.
Noah covered the earth with a great flood.
A flood.
You must build an ark.
Come on board for one of the world's best-known voyages in this landmark original production that's captivated audiences for generations.
Lord, thank you. I couldn't have done any of this without you.
Noah, now playing at Sight and Sound Theaters in Lancaster, Pennsylvania for 1 season only. Some call it picky.
No tomatoes. I got you.
We call it perfect. Because sometimes making your day is the best part of our day. Your order made easy. Gotta have Wawa.
And welcome back. Casey Keeler has transformed the Temple Owls into a 5-3 football team in its first season on North Broad Street. Owls start the month of November with wins in 3 of their last 4. Picked up win number 5 on the road last Saturday out Tulsa here in overtime. Golden Hurricane went for 2 and came up short. In a high-scoring 38-37 game, it was the Temple defense that made the play of the day. Al's back at the link today at 2 o'clock kickoff with the Pirates of East Carolina. A win today would make Temple 6-3, bowl eligible for the first time since 2019.
In my very first meeting, that's what we talked about. It's like, I don't want you being realistic. This team hasn't won more than 3 games in 5 years now. I want to go to a bowl. I want to do it right now. Like, not 2 years or 3 years from now. I want to do it now. I want to go win a bowl. And so, I think since we made it so public, or, you know, amongst us in that room, we've all talked about it. Yeah, I think we're not going to hide from it.
Villanova Wildcats are 6-2. We will talk Wildcats when we come right back.
Last question. If you could pass one piece of legislation, what would it be?
Wow, I would love, that's a really good question.
Mike and Cheryl, more of the same, but worse. Time for a change.
No matter how you play.
I just pushed with my tush. I just pushed with my tush.
There's always another way to win on the BetParx app.
You dive!
No matter how you play. There's always another way to win on the BetParx app.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today our roads are littered with killing machines. I'm talking about semi-trucks. They can easily kill, even at low speeds. Injured in a trucking accident, we became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason.
Touch can mean so many things, even for children with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make a little one feel like a giant, can bring sparkle to a teenager, or be the unspoken language between best buddies. Dupixent can help your child stay ahead of eczema with clearer skin and noticeably less itch as they work on the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block the key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin for repair. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor if you have worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Help your child feel the heal and see the difference. Reach out to your child's eczema specialist today.
$6 big box is back. 2 pieces of signature chicken and 3 tenders. 2 sides and a biscuit. 1 serious deal. Make Thanksgiving just as easy and delicious with Popeye's Cajun-style turkey. Learn that chicken from Popeye.
Last question. If you could pass one piece of legislation, what would it be?
Wow, I would love, that's a really good question.
Mike and Cheryl, more of the same, but worse. Time for a change.
Hey, welcome back to the Villanova Wildcats. Have this Saturday off. They are back in action next Saturday at Towson. Will be their final road game of the season. Noted right now 6-2. They've got themselves a 5-game winning streak, ranked 11th in the country. Large part of that success this year is the development of quarterback Pat McQuaid. McQuaid is a grad student transfer from Nicholls State.
You just get better each week. Each week he's understanding the offense a little more. He's getting his timing down with the guys on the perimeter a little more. He's reading the defense and sees what they're giving him a little better. He's like having a coach out there. He's a grad student, so he only has class 2 days a week. So he spends a lot of time with Coach Bowden, our offensive coordinator, and they do a great job. It's been good to see him get a little better each week. Hopefully that'll continue as well.
Delaware Blue Hens today on the road for a 3:30 kickoff in Lynchburg against the Liberty Flames. Good luck to the Hens this afternoon. We're coming back with final thoughts and upset picks after this timeout.
The Toyota College Kickoff Show is presented by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Dear crew, with an adult-sized third row, everyone's welcome. From sports fans and eco buffs to movie fans. Slip in,
Stretch out and let's go. Toyota.
Get great offers on your favorite Toyotas like RAV4, Sienna, Highlander, and Grand Highlander. Shop online and visit your nearest Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate to put the world on pause. Lindor, made to melt you by the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
FanDuel Casino is the home of Huff and Puff. And 500 bonus spins for new players means you get to go for buzzsaw boosts on Huff and more Puff. Bring spins to Huff and even more Puff for even more shots at jackpots. Or find Mega Hat Magic on Huff and lots of Puff. So come on over to the home of Huff and Puff. New players get 500 bonus spins plus up to $1,000 back in casino bonus on FanDuel Casino.
Iced latte with oat milk. Or how about almond milk? 1 pump vanilla, 2 pumps caramel. Or maybe just 1 pump. Yes, cold foam. Yes, chocolate drizzle and graham cracker.
Wawa has new ways to create the lattes you love, exactly the way you like.
Almost forgot my extra shot of espresso. Okay, it's perfect.
With better than ever options starting at just $3. Every cup is created by you and handcrafted by us. Gotta have a Wawa.
Tune in to Fox 29 every day at 6:58 p.m. for the Pennsylvania Lottery's daily drawings.
And welcome back. It's Upset Pick Time. Each week on the show, Matt Lombardo from Between the Hash Marks and I look for that hidden jewel, the upset of the week. Yours truly, a 1-game lead to start this pivotal month of November. Matt, who do you like today?
Thanks, Trevor. Let's get back on track as we head to Jacksonville in one of the greatest rivalries in the nation, the world's largest outdoor cocktail party, as number 5 Georgia takes on Florida. The Bulldogs are coming off a bye, but the Gators have the defense to pull off a big upset in the SEC. Georgia's won 4 in a row in this rivalry, and Florida has been absolutely reeling after firing head coach Billy Napier. But give me the Gators defense and a ground attack on offense led by running back Jaden Ball, who's averaging 5.2 yards per carry to do enough to carry the way to an upset. I'll take Florida 27-23.
All right, Matt Rule signed a 2-year extension Thursday that will keep him in Nebraska through 2032. He celebrates tonight a 31-24 upset win over USC. Sports producer Marcus Beasley, a 2-game winning streak, and both thanks to the Cougars of BYU. They have a bye this week, so Marcus needs some help. Here's the Stone Cold Lock of the Week.
Hi, Shredder. It's me, the guy who's been on a roll lately. I can't pick BYU, but thank you, Cougars. So I'm going to go for T for Temple U. The Owls over ECU, 41-40. It'll be another close game. It'll be another Owls win, and it'll be another win for your favorite guy.
Unfortunately, Marcus, I'd like to say something, but we're out of time. It's a wrap for the Toyota College Kickoff Show. Don't forget, Penn State, Ohio State, 12 noon today. I'll talk to you next week.
The following is a paid program.
The following is a sponsored program paid for by Retire Ready Financial Group.
I'm David Wilkerson, and welcome into the Finance Report. In just a moment, we'll be joined by my co-host, Maui Hoff, and financial advisor, Jim Cipriani. On today's episode, we'll discuss living the dream in retirement and why so many retirees are fearful they may be unable to. A lot of that stems from what's going on. Market volatility, economic uncertainty. We'll discuss those big risks and more. And then at 15 and 15, taxes and why the set it and forget it mentality might not be right for you.
You're watching the Finance Report, and as David just outlined, we have a lot to cover today. The retirement landscape has shifted, and a lot of pre-retirees are trying to figure out if they've saved enough. But first, joining us now is Jim Cipriani, the president of Retire Ready Financial Group, a Philadelphia area firm that focuses on preparing people for retirement. Jim is also a popular radio show host. Look, I think something we're hearing from a lot of people right now is I had hoped to be able to leave a certain amount of money to my kids or my family. But the reality, Jim, is that monthly expenses are so high, and a lot of people just don't know what's going to be left over.
Yeah, a lot of fear out there. So what do retirees need to know right now as they try to work through all this?
Well, look, life throws us curveballs, right? And just because we're retired doesn't mean those curveballs stop, right? Think about it. We get loaded up with health insurance, but then we get hit with the out-of-pocket healthcare costs. Then we pay off our home and our mortgage, feel that relief, and then there goes the roof. Right? Then we need a new car, then our kids ask us for money and we lend them the money. So there's always some sort of expenses that pop up. And then we have to factor in taxes, because don't forget the IRS still wants their big bite out of our retirement account balance.
Absolutely.
So then when you think about it, you factor in life's expenses, you factor in taxes, and sometimes our retirement account balances don't really go as far as we had hoped.
So with all of that in mind, what questions are you hearing a lot of in your office right now?
Yeah, a lot of questions around this interest rate changing environment. People have a lot of money loaded up into CDs and money markets and high yield savings. They want to know what their next move should be. Getting a lot of RMD related questions, people hitting their 70s, wanting to know what the next move should be. Then there's the whole question about how much of the Roth IRA they should be contributing to, or Roth 401k. Should they split it between the regular 401k and the Roth? Questions about people who are already retired are wondering what buckets of money to be pulling from first.
Okay.
So it's all across the board, lots of different questions.
I think it's fair to say that the unpredictable is predictable. We know something is going to happen. So with that in mind, when do you believe pre-retirees should really start putting a plan together?
Yeah, I think the age is 50.
Okay.
50. Now, start planning for your retirement in your 20s, save as much as you can, of course. But once you hit 50, that's the kind of the age where you really want to focus on that day where you're not going to have a paycheck anymore. It's going to happen at some point in your 60s or 70s or beyond. So we want to focus on what your Social Security projections are going to look like, and then we want to focus on how much you should be adding to your 401k. Should it be Roth? Should it be regular? A combination of both. And then you want to focus on your investments as well. What mix do you have? Are you invested in the same mix that you had back in your 30s and 40s? You probably don't want to have that exact sort of level of aggressive investments going, and you really want to kind of taper it in, get a little bit more conservative as you close in on retirement.
Jim, you spend a lot of time talking about tax strategies, and for very good reason. Can you speak to how proper tax strategies should play into the big picture that is a retirement plan?
Yeah, well, let's start with the facts. Okay, all of the money in our retirement accounts, all of it, eventually has to come back out of those accounts during the course of our lifetime. And then anything we pass away with, that gets passed on to our spouse. They have to take it out over their lifetime. Then the beneficiaries from there, kids, grandkids, they get 10 additional years, but at the end of the 10th year, all of the money has to be out. A zero balance, which means all of that money would have come out of the account and landed on someone's tax return at some point, either you, your spouses, or your kids. So we have to have a game plan for that, so that we're not blindsided by larger levels of taxation down the road.
You know, for people who've saved up 6, 7 figures inside of these accounts, what could tax planning potentially save someone?
Look, I've run thousands of tax plans for people. I've been doing this for a long time. And sometimes the results come back as tens of thousands of dollars. Sometimes they're hundreds of thousands. Sometimes we're into the millions of dollars of tax savings. That's extra wealth in your hands and in your family's hands that would have been right out the window to the IRS.
Jim, I want to pivot for a moment to the do-it-yourselfer. I think there are a lot of folks out there who are pretty good on spreadsheet, working professionals. They're pretty savvy. What could possibly go wrong, though, if they plan their own retirement?
Yeah, so do-it-yourselfers are sometimes really good at what they do, especially if they're doing their own investments. It's kind of not that difficult to pick some 5-star mutual funds, and especially when the market is doing well, investing can be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, but what I find is that do-it-yourselfers are really struggling on the tax planning side of things. They're not really getting the help they're looking for online on some of these free calculators that you might see, because a lot of them don't have the Roth conversion calculator, and that's the one that we really use to see how much your potential tax savings could look like by shifting more to the Roth, and how much to convert into the Roth, and when to convert into a Roth. So there's all those different other factors that working with an advisor like myself who's familiar with these concepts can even help along the do-it-yourselfers.
Sometimes you just don't know what you don't know. And with that in mind, the time to act is now.
Absolutely. Exclusively for our Finance Report viewers right now, Jim has a great offer. For the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $500,000 or greater, he's offering a complimentary retirement plan just for you. This will allow Jim and his team to sit down with you personally and provide you with a roadmap, analyzing where you are right now, and then discuss your best steps to really get ready for retirement. Call right now, 610-978-6694. Once again, that's 610-978-6694.
Your 401k, your IRA, your TSP, for a lot of people in this country, the hope is that these accounts will sustain them in retirement. But will they? Jim, what do we need to be aware of in terms of our retirement accounts?
Well, I was just asked this question kind of recently from a guy, a local guy, Plymouth Meeting.
Okay.
And he was telling me, kind of feeling confident, but still concerned about his investments. He had, between himself and his wife, I think it was like $800,000 built up.
Okay.
A sizable amount of money, of course. He was getting ready to retire in about a year. So he was thinking to himself, geez, maybe I should write the check and pay off my mortgage from a good portion of that retirement account balance. So he had about $200,000 left on the mortgage.
Okay.
So with
left the scene. Philadelphia police say they are aware of a large illegal car meetup planned in the city this weekend, and now they are warning people who are thinking about taking part. Police say they're now working with the National Insurance Crime Bureau. The NICB is the clearinghouse for all insurance companies across the country. They provide information to 1,200 car insurance companies and other businesses.
We are currently working with the National Insurance Crime Bureau. We will be reporting arrests, tickets, and if you are promoting car meets.
You might just be a spectator, but when we get your car information, it's going to the insurance company.
Anyone caught at an illegal car meetup faces a $2,000 fine and seizure of their car. The Federal Railroad Administration has extended the deadline for SEPTA to inspect all of its Silverliner 4 rail cars. The inspections were ordered after a series of fires on regional rail over the last several months. Now, originally the deadline was yesterday, October 31st, but now SEPTA has until November 14th to finish the job. So far, only a little more than half of those cars have been inspected, and according to SEPTA, it may be a while until things return to normal.
Customers probably won't see service return like it was, say, in September, probably until the end of the year, the end of the calendar year. So, and that's not to say that service won't improve in that time frame.
The FRA is also giving SEPTA a little longer to install thermal protection circuits in those cars. The new deadline is December 5th. The University of Pennsylvania is investigating a vulgar email sent to the campus community. That email is so offensive that we can't show you most of it, but the subject says, "We got hacked," and the email goes on to urge recipients to stop giving money to the university. We checked in with Penn, and they tell us they were not hacked, but they are trying to determine exactly where the fraudulent email came from. Now to a follow-up on a shooting involving 2 rival motorcycle gangs at a Montgomery County Wawa. Charges are now filed against 9 of those bikers. Prosecutors say members of the Pagans Outlaw motorcycle gang showed up at the Wawa on Main Street in Norristown and confronted 2 members of a rival gang. 6 people were shot, including 2 innocent bystanders, a member of the rival gang, and 3 members of the Pagans Outlaw gang. A preliminary hearing is set for November 10th. There is still so much more to cover right here on CBS News Philadelphia this Saturday morning, including Spreading the Love. We will introduce you to a local business that's proving what's possible when all abilities are celebrated, and eliminating FAFSA fears, how Pennsylvania is helping incoming college students prep for the 2026-2027 school year. We'll be right back.
Who are you? Your lungs. Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer. Well, with a routine screening, you can detect it early.
Learn more at savebythescan.org.
Last question. If you could pass one piece of legislation, what would it be?
Wow, I would love, that's a really good question.
Mikey Sherrill, more of the same, but worse. Time for a change.
Boscov's is celebrating our 51st store with special grand opening prices at all locations. Save big on stylish sweaters and cardigans, 50 to 70% off. Plus, get our lowest price of the season on Men's Architect fleece joggers, just $7.99. Cozy up in these super soft plush and Sherpa throws, all for under $15. Thursday through Sunday only, get an extra 15% off almost everything when you use a Boscov's credit card. Plus, take home an additional 15% off coupon just in time for holiday shopping. Come celebrate and save at all Boscov's.
We
During the routine eye exam,
I'm gonna come in with my camera.
a Pearl Vision doctor spotted a rare retinal tear. Her expertise saved a little girl's vision.
She's gonna be fine.
This is just one of our many true care stories. Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearl.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Our main objective as doctors is to give our patients the best possible results while giving the patient the best experience. If you'd like to begin your dental journey, please come in to see us here at Dentistry for Life for a free consultation.
Last question. If you could pass one piece of legislation, what would it be?
Wow, I would love, that's a really good question.
Mikey Sherrill, more of the same, but worse. Time for a change.
I'm the hometown lawyer who gets big cash settlements. The man Randy. This is the moisture that's going to be heading this direction.
It's kind of what Next Weather is all about. We're looking forward and we're helping you plan your life based on how the weather will impact it.
Break through the noise and listen for the heartbeat.
What's your favorite part?
It's about you, your family, your community.
Nothing is like the Philadelphia community.
God bless them. These are the heroes that we need to have around. Hey, all right now.
CBS News Philadelphia, finding heart in every beat.
Your story starts here.
Welcome back. This week's Spreading the Love is dedicated to National Disability Awareness Month. Lakeisha Bailey shines a light on Baker Industries. It's a nonprofit that does much more than just fill packages. It creates opportunities for people who are too often overlooked.
I like to say that we'll do almost anything that's between production and manufacturing.
Nick Watson stepped into his role as president of Baker Industries less than a year ago.
We do heat sealing, we do packaging work, we do assembly and kitting.
This warehouse is home to just over 30 employees.
A lot of them have limitations. I can see like shapes, colors, things like that.
Pete Lee is going blind. With only 10% vision, he uses his hands as his guide.
Once you do it for a few hundred times, it gets into a real rhythm.
He was unemployed for more than 5 years until he walked into Baker Industries.
It gives you a sense of purpose.
That same purpose goes back to 1980, when founders Charlie and Lucy Baker started the nonprofit for their son Justin, who was born with epilepsy.
The few jobs he had, the seizures always interfered. We both felt that people ought to have jobs.
What began as a small fulfillment operation in their garage grew into this Melbourne facility where Rachel has been working for nearly 11 years.
Making new friends, meeting new people.
Baker Industries eventually expanded to Kensington, where Nick spends much of his time.
And they also started working with not just disabled adults, but also people who were on parole or probation, people who were returning from prison in various ways.
Although Justin has retired from the business, his parents ran it for decades, also celebrating a milestone in their marriage.
We celebrated our 70th wedding anniversary before she died.
Now at 100, he still carries a lightness.
I don't feel like I'm 100.
His secret, giving back. Something Pete hopes to carry on.
I would like to make sure that I leave a legacy of hard work, hope, and happiness.
Like the Bakers.
Could you do it all over again? Oh, sure. I mean, look, I would have the energy.
Baker Industry proves what is possible when all abilities are valued. Up next, they're hoping to expand their operation across Delaware County. I'm Lakeisha Bailey, spreading the love.
Philadelphia now has first-of-its-kind supportive housing for young people exiting foster care or experiencing housing insecurity. Here's a look at the grand opening of 2112 Ridge Avenue. The community is located in the Sharswood section of North Philadelphia. It has 36 units, communal amenities, a food pantry, and much more. It's for young adults between 18 and 24. Residents must be referred by the city's Department of Human Services or Office of Homeless Services. The Pennsylvania Higher Education Assistance Agency says now is the time to apply for financial aid for the 2026-2027 school year. To help, the agency is holding a series of webinars to help with the free application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA. The first session is happening on Tuesday. It'll focus on how to build a studentaid.gov account. You can register for free on the Pennsylvania Higher Education Assistance Agency's website. Today, U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth is in Malaysia speaking at a meeting of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. He spoke about concerns surrounding Chinese activities in the South China Sea with Taiwan and with U.S. allies and partners in the region.
We are also totally watching actions very closely. We seek peace, we do not seek conflict, but we must ensure that China is not seeking to dominate you or anybody else.
Hegseth met with his Chinese counterpart earlier this week. Meantime, President Trump met with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Hegseth says keeping the dialogue open is important. The U.S. military is now helping Jamaica after Hurricane Melissa. It was one of the most powerful Atlantic storms in more than 150 years. The full toll of destruction could take days or even weeks to be determined. Parts of that island remain completely inaccessible. Emergency officials are working tirelessly to pick up the pieces, clear roads, and reach isolated communities in need. The storm damaged homes, caused severe flooding, and forced hundreds of thousands of people to evacuate.
Coming to you from the Hyundai Virtual Next Weather Studio. This is Next Weather.
Bringing in meteorologist Grant Gilmore in for Tammy today in our Hyundai Next Weather Sphere. Here at home, we are looking pretty good this weekend.
A beautiful weekend on tap for us, Jan, but let's not forget, hurricane season is still very much here. And one more month to go with hurricane season. And, you think back to Sandy. We were still in hurricane season around the same time that we saw the hurricane hit Jamaica. So, look, this time of year, while we start to see the activity wind down, we still have one more month of hurricane season that runs through the month of November, today being the first day of November after all. So, we'll see. But right now, at least no development expected out in the Atlantic. Yesterday, not a tropical system, but a pretty gusty system as it departed the area, producing wind gusts between 40 to 50 miles per hour. Avalon had a wind gust report of 52 miles per hour yesterday. Even South Philly got in on the action with a 51 mile per hour gust. Doyle Sound near 44 mile per hour gust, so very gusty conditions. And those winds started to die down as we went into trick-or-treat time yesterday evening. It's still a bit breezy today. We're finding winds coming in out of the west this morning, anywhere between 10 to 15 miles per hour. 15 mile per hour wind currently at the airport in Philadelphia. We'll see those gusts probably up around 20 to 25 miles per hour at times as we go through midday, and then those winds will gradually decrease into the afternoon. But a beautiful start to our Saturday, right? Mostly sunny skies, just a few high clouds that are passing overhead. Current temperatures as we hit the 9 o'clock hour, we're beginning to warm, at least a few degrees warmer than where we were at sunrise. 52 right now in Philadelphia, 52 also in Millville. We look up to the north and west, temperatures are starting to warm as well, out of the upper 40s to around 50 degrees. So very mild temperatures, at least, for the time of the year. Relatively speaking, we're going to be right there near normal for us later today. Live view from Margate, beautiful view, right? Mostly sunny skies. There's a couple of passing high cirrus clouds this morning. That's what we have on tap for us today. Mostly sunny conditions. High temperatures near normal, right around 60. Same thing tomorrow. Just a touch cooler tomorrow morning, 41 degrees. Maybe you'll be sleeping a little bit longer tomorrow with that extra hour of sleep as we turn the clocks back 1 hour tonight. Still, though, a very nice looking day tomorrow. One thing that we're watching is the system moving in out of the Midwestern states. High pressure, though, kind of sneaks in from the north as we go into tomorrow. That keeps us dry. But these two systems, one off the Carolina coast, one moving in from the west, will merge to throw some rain our way, or at least a chance for some showers, mainly south of Philly. As we head into the day on Monday, that system moves out towards the east, and we're back to mainly dry conditions as we go into the middle of the week. 7-day forecast here is going to keep those temperatures generally near normal. It looks like we had a little glitch in the system, so it looks like our 7-day forecast is not the one that it should be. I'll try to reload it here for you and pull it back up. Looks like that was one left over from just a couple of days ago. This is the correct one. So temperatures will stay in the low 60s as we go through early next week, and then looking ahead to just slightly cooler temperatures as we go into Thursday and Friday
next week. Jan, back to you.
All right, Grant, thanks so much. It could soon cost you more to enjoy Delaware's state parks. Right now, it costs Delaware residents $5 for a daily pass to the beach parks and then $10 for out-of-state residents. A new plan would double those rates to $10 for Delaware residents and $20 for people living out of state. Some visitors are now worried that the price increases would prohibit some families from enjoying the parks.
If it becomes middle class and up, that isn't right. If people can't come and enjoy it, which belongs to all of us, just because they can't afford to pay for the parking, for instance, or the entry fee.
Right now, this is still just a proposal. Happening tomorrow, a community health fair focused on teenagers and family health.
Can't take that way she turn. In my own lane we can merge. So annoying you can learn. Let's see how much you can earn. Why me?
Workshops, activities, educational opportunities, and much more.
Can't take that way she turn. In my own lane we can merge. So annoying you can learn.
And safety products. That event will run from 10:30 in the morning until 12:30 in the afternoon. Well, the giant Oyo sculpture in front of the Weizmann National Museum of American Jewish History is now back where it belongs. It was removed, remember, in May for refurbishment and for some work on the sidewalk there. The bright yellow aluminum statue is a creative word play on words, using just two letters with several meanings. One side says yo, that familiar Philly phrase, of course, and it also means I in Spanish. The other side reads oi, a popular Yiddish phrase. Stay with us right here on CBS News Philadelphia. Still ahead this Saturday morning, time for seasonal hiring. Some advice for job seekers if you're looking for seasonal work. We'll be right back.
Next Weather sponsored by Hyundai. Test drive a new Hyundai today, only at your local Hyundai dealer.
Move your car without moving at all. How it should be. The Hyundai Tucson. Lease a Hyundai Tucson SE for $229 a month, or get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days. Hurry in.
Visit linkedbylovetv.org to learn more about kidney disease, transplantation, and prevention. Get the facts, get checked, and get healthy.
A 10% tax on groceries.
10% on clothing. Even 10% on school supplies.
That's what Jack Ciarelli talked about in New Jersey.
The 10% sales tax on everything, including food and clothing.
A 10% tax from the same guy who voted to raise property taxes.
Wanted to raise the income tax and pushed to expand the sales tax.
High tax Jack. If he's governor, it's going to cost you.
The 10% sales tax on everything.
With the Bathfitter PermaFit solution, we measure with laser precision and custom manufacture your bath or shower so it fits perfectly over your old one. We install in a day with no demo or mess. For over 40 years, Bathfitter has been creating durable baths and showers with seamless watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. It's a smart, custom-made, cost-effective solution, and it's guaranteed for life. Renovation, need innovation. Go to bathfitter.com. It just fits.
I'm Jack Ciarelli. New Jersey's been home to my family for more than 100 years. I love this state, but we need change. Housing, tax, and electricity bills are crushing the middle class. And while you were paying more for everything, Mike and Cheryl was tripling their net worth in Congress. We need someone who's honest, with a real plan, someone who gets it. As governor, I'll fight every day for people who work hard and play by the rules, because that's what you deserve. Together, I know we can fix New Jersey. It's time.
Look how beautiful that look is right there. Live look from our roof into Center City, Philadelphia. Blue skies, just a couple clouds out there. Meteorologist Grant Gilmore back with a fabulous fall forecast in just a minute. Several retailers and companies are ramping up seasonal hiring. Right now, it's hard to gauge how the labor market is doing because unemployment numbers are not being released during the government shutdown. But many companies have already announced that they are adding thousands of temporary jobs, while others say they're scaling back. The good news is seasonal jobs can provide some benefits. They may be turned into full-time jobs after the holidays.
You're earning compensation, you're building your resume, you're learning skills, you're getting professional individuals, you're adding to your network and getting references as well too.
It's also recommended that job seekers consider contract work. Many companies hire temporary workers for projects at this time of year. A lot more still heading your way this Saturday morning. Coming up at our 9:30 half hour, enrollment for Affordable Care Act coverage is now open. Why there's a concern, though, that some might see a massive rate hike. Plus, here's Ray Stiplin. Hi, Ray.
Yeah, food banks are now stepping up to meet a growing demand in our state and in Philadelphia. This is due to the fact that SNAP recipients have not received their benefits. More on these efforts coming up in just a bit.
Donors Choose is a nonprofit that lets you support students and teachers in your community and beyond. Learn more at DonorsChoose.org.
Why take chances with your case when all you have to do is demand rain?
Last question, if you could pass one piece of legislation, what would it be?
Wow, I would love, that's a really good question because there's so many that are coming to mind right now. But right now, I would love at this point to pass legislation to, just send a
Mikey Sherrill, more of the same, but worse. Time for a change.
This is Eric. When he got injured in a car accident, he called Morgan & Morgan. So yeah, you don't just get some lawyer, you get an army. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back? Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week.